I may have fucked that up.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, there's no audio for the intro.
Bollocks to it, we're live now.
Yeah, we're live now. So close!
Ladies and gentlemen, it wouldn't be JV Live if we didn't fuck something up. Keith, unmute yourself, man.
I have now, after you muted me.
I've been told to pedal faster. Well, that's not going to happen.
No.
So, welcome to JV Live on this, our 4th consecutive week. We used to do this every other week. What the hell happened, man?
We decided to be internet personalities like idiots.
Wow. Whoa. Let's not overstep our bounds here. We're not internet personalities. We're just a group of idiots who like to meet up once a week on the internet and do stupid, crazy conversations.
This is true.
And I think your
not
mic's a bit...
Funny enough.
So that again, right?
I think Martin's mic's a bit low.
Oh, for fuck's
That wouldn't
sake,
surprise
doing
me.
this whole cockery again.
It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
So while Martin sorts that out, I'll do the introductions. Hello everybody, welcome to JV Live. I, of course, am Tok because you followed Keith's link here, which means that it had absolutely nothing to do with me, for once. So Keith, if anybody gets any bad ideas from watching this show, it's all your fault. I do apologise. So we'll start our introductions with Keith. Keith, would you like to say hello to everybody?
Yes, good evening, pupils. Welcome to this evening's show. Thank you for following the link that I put in both groups. Ignore everything that I put in that link because none of that's probably going to happen. Probably the exact opposite is going to happen.
What did you put in the link?
I can't remember, but whatever it is, it's probably not going to happen. So just sit back and enjoy the chaos. Probably the best idea.
Restraint chaos.
In an orderly fashion.
Yeah, in an orderly fashion, as if.
There is nothing either orderly or ordinary about this show.
No, definitely not.
Seriously? Paolo, what's wrong? What's wrong? We've started. We're live now. Everything's okay. Everything's going to be cool. Martin finally dragged himself away from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, mate, let's be honest. I have been ill the last couple of days.
It took
So
a
I'm playing Metal Gear to get better.
To be honest, mate, I would say if you are feeling ill, then playing some Metal Gear is going to make you feel better.
Oh, yeah.
If not
I think
better,
we're quite privileged not to be in a vest and his underwear, to be honest.
It was tempting, you know, I will say.
the worrying factor is we can only see him from about the chest up.
I am
So
wearing some shorts, so fuck off.
I don't know what he's wearing underneath the desk, and I would not like to...
Don't even go there, Roy. Don't go there.
But Martin, would you like to say hello to everybody before I berate you some more?
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you for actually going on the website, because I built it, so if anything breaks, blame Tok. Because he was the last one to edit it.
I didn't... It's working, yeah? It's working fine. I work with this guy on a daily basis. I say work, we talk to each other on a daily basis about what we're actually planning to do, and then we never actually do what we say we're going to do.
Damn right.
But we are, of course, joined this evening by the fabulous Gords. Gords in his little Gords retreat down the bottom of the garden. We've all had the tour. Are you jealous? So, Gords, say hello to everybody.
Hello, all people that are watching. I pity you.
I pity you also, and it's my bloody show.
You know what, I'm going to get a beer. Be back in a sec. There's only one way I'm doing this show, and it's drinking.
I'm surprised you've not been drinking already.
Exactly.
Amateurs. Can't trust them. Amateurs, I swear to God. So what's everybody want to talk about this evening? Because Martin's got just a couple.
See, because I'm professional, I prepared and my beer is in the cooler outside, as you saw before.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
I'm
a really nice
professional.
setup.
I brought 6 beers with me.
I've only got 5, but I've got half a bottle of rum, so does that count?
Oh, this is going to be one of them shows, is it?
And I've got some Mountain Dew.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear. Don't show the Mountain Dew, for God's sake.
For anybody who knows me or doesn't know me that well, Mountain Dew is... It's kind of like my anti-kryptonite. It doesn't make me weak and tired. It makes me completely and utterly hyperactive and slightly... I don't
Mental.
know. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Ryan has his Mountain Dew. That's how it works.
How do you
Kinda
think
like-
any of the video editing gets actually done?
Yeah.
Just Bugs Bunny on acid and you've probably got a good idea.
Bugs Bunny on acid, that's fucking tame. Right, that's another one now.
I found the issue with the microphone. It's doing that trick where it turns itself down again.
Again,
Ah! That'll
have
be
you
Google.
sorted that out yet?
No, it's because I've upgraded Windows and it's obviously taken away my fix.
So I'm just going to do a quick rundown while Martin fixes his microphone and shouts at Google quite a lot of who's actually in the chat. We have Black Hack is in the chat, Sean O'Toole is in the chat, and Sean, by the way, you have absolutely no life whatsoever. You are like level 30 or 40 now on Guild Wars 2?
He's level 40.
Level 40. Okay.
I'd just like to say hi to Black Hack, because I've not spoken to him for ages.
Yes.
Hi, Black.
You want to try drinking with him. You get pictures of him on your phone. Now, I don't take pictures on my phone.
Keep with it.
And I hope you've still got some spider mods left, by the way.
Keith is also in chat. Andy Cross is in chat. Aaron Dinsdale is in chat. Adam Turner is in chat. Chainmaker is in the chat. Chainmaker, how you doing? Martin is in chat.
Kind of my job, mate.
Paolo is in chat. How you doing, brother? It's been a while since we've seen each other. We need to catch up, have a beer or something. Ash is in chat but not in chat. I don't know why. What? Anybody know what the greyed out balloon means? Offline. Well, he's still there, so.
Well,
Yeah.
at least he got it. He's a chick.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Sean.
And a level 40 goddamn 5. Are you shitting me?
If it makes any...
It takes a lot of work then to get to level 45 on this game.
No, it just takes a lot of grinding, which means a lot of time. And a lot of time is something I don't have.
I'm the guild leader, yeah? And I'm level 22.
And you've had the game since 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks now, yeah.
Yeah, Sean's poorly sick, so he's got little level himself.
Not bad for 4 days.
I would just like to say, because this will annoy the panel, I have deleted Fallout Shelter.
I can understand why. I haven't reinstalled it since I put a new ROM on my phone.
I haven't even played it.
Keith, you upset me last week.
Ha!
I'm upsetting you again now.
I'm not that upset if you don't like it. I will say one thing though, you can tell it's a Bethesda game. It's been alright for me, but it keeps crashing for Ree.
I want to play Fallout 4 for sure, but I'm not on that Fallout Shelter.
It's funny you should mention Fallout 4. Because now that I'm here and you've mentioned it, and I didn't mention it, I'd just like to put it out there. I was not the one who mentioned Fallout 4 first.
That will be me.
Okay? On release day, I will be doing a 24-hour live stream of Fallout 4 on the old Twitch. I would live stream to YouTube, but they're not quite there yet. The encoding and stuff is a little bit all over the place. Whereas Twitch, we know what we're doing. Well, we pretend like we know what we're doing. And it kind of makes sense to everybody who's there. So, yeah, if you do enjoy video games or you just want to come and annoy me on Skype for an hour or two, whatever, the invitation is there for anybody. You can just jump on. Anybody within the groups, obviously, will put out my Skype, and you can just call me while I'm in the middle of doing the stream, and we'll put it on. So yeah, 24 hours of me sat on my ass playing a video game.
Sounds good.
Your Skype anyway, Ryan.
Well,
I really do. I passed your house yesterday. Well, practically. I was down in Gloucestershire working. So I went past Ryan and I went past Martin, technically, on the M6 and the M5.
Probably went past me as well then.
I did. I drove past Dudley. So technically, yeah.
Everybody drives past Dudley. It's the safe thing to do.
Yeah.
Another.
Ash says the last game he played was Alex the Kid. Well, Ash, you're in for a treat because the graphics have improved just a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, the cost improved quite a bit as well because your parents won't be buying something you can play now. You'll have to buy it yourself.
Yeah. I'm buying it twice already, and then I'll end up buying it another 2 times.
I'm buying the Pit Boy edition, and that's like £100 gone.
Don't.
I say it just to piss you off, Ryan. You know I do, mate.
Yeah, Adam, Ree's having the same problem with ESO. In fact, the last time she did the update, she once they released the Imperial City DLC. Bearing in mind, ESO is Ree's game, right? She plays a couple of hours every day, not too much, but she plays a couple of hours. She downloaded the patch for the DLC, could not even load into the game. However, I'm playing it on the Xbox One, and it's fine.
What's the ESO?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Yes.
It's not actually made by Bethesda, but Bethesda brought the company who were making it. Well, ZeniMax brought the company who made it halfway through production of it.
Yeah, I've played one of the Elder Scrolls games, but it's probably a couple of revisions now since I last played.
Same here.
I love the Elder Scrolls games. I love the Fallout games. I can't stand Rage. Black Hat put in about Doom, and Martin and I were actually up watching the Bethesda conference for E3, and the one thing we both agreed on is Doom is going to happen, because the new Doom.
Especially with the map making stuff for your multiplayer. That shit's going to be fun.
That was so cool.
New Doom is going to be properly awesome.
Have you seen the kill moves, man? The proper awesome kill moves. I don't usually go in for that sort of thing, but you know, Doom has really got me hyped up. id are a brilliant developer, and they've helped out with the development of Fallout 4, which is why I'm really looking forward to it. Because the gunplay is going to be that little bit, just that little bit better. Because it was okay in New Vegas, it was pretty terrible in Fallout 3. But that, if you're playing those games for the gunplay, then you're not playing them for the right reason. Even Fat Boy started to enjoy Fallout 3.
I did actually. I ended up streaming some of it and then completely gave up because obviously I put Windows 10 on my computer and it's like, shit, I can't remember the mods I installed. So I can't use the save I've got now.
I can give you the list of the mods you've installed.
Probably. Oh, yeah.
See-
I'm too busy with Metal Gear at the minute. That's such a good game.
dilemma. You can see that I'm here in the guards retreat rather than in the kitchen like I usually am. The guy's actually got a tour of the place and what the sort of plans are. But the next thing to add is an actual proper TV screen over there in here and some method of connecting to the interwebs. Now, the thought that occurs is it's actually a good situation for a gaming setup because I can piss off down here out of the way and not bother the family because I'm about 100 yards away from the house.
And by not bother the family, of course, that also comes with the caveat of the family won't bother you.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Well, no, to be fair, as you've seen, the family were walking from the house down here and annoying me.
Have you ever thought of a bolt?
Well, I can lock the gate, but James and Luke will just climb over it. Only putting their lives at risk by making them climb over a gate over concrete. But the thought is, I could buy a system that's just good enough to stream and plug a webcam into and everything sorted. But I could say, actually buy a system, play games, which is something I've not done since James was born 5 years ago. So I'm sort of, I think I need to get back into gaming a little bit, particularly now that kids are getting older and not as dependent on they need dad, they need mum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not only that. I mean, if you've got the system in place, then the kids can get into gaming as well. Now, obviously, you don't want the kids gaming all the time because otherwise they'll turn out like me and Fat Boy.
It's not a good look, trust me.
Which
will-
is
For Christmas, or the year before actually, we did buy the kids pads because they were migrating phones all the time. So they had both had Android pads. But between them and the kids, they brought the pads. So it's James' birthday at the end of the month, and he has got a pad on the way for his birthday. So they are familiar with at least Android gaming, and with us buying the TV box, they've been playing on that a little bit with the control pad, and they play on Xbox. So they do know the way around a pad, and they do know the way around Kodi and Netflix and stuff like that. Maybe I'm a bad influence as a parent.
no, Gord, you are a very good influence as a parent.
It's better to learn it young than learn it when you're old, trust me.
Because otherwise you get into the situation I'm in now, where I haven't, like years ago, 10 years ago, I would have made a website in my sleep, all using HTML. Now, because I haven't done it for 10 years, I have to check with mine to make sure I haven't broken the fucking thing.
I build it, you break it. That's pretty much our rule in.
Yeah, I envision it, you build it, and then I eventually break it.
To be fair, I mean, my first computer was an Amstrad CPC 464. I'm not quite as old as Keith.
No, mine was a ZX81.
See, they're from the same era. I do know that Keith's only, I think Keith's only 5 years older than me, to be fair.
Probably, I don't know how old you are, mate.
Well, do you want to go first, or shall I go first, and then we know how far out are?
Well, everybody knows how old I am because of my Twitter and Facebook handle that used to be, which was 1970, so I'm 45.
Right, so we've got 10 years. I was born in 1980.
Uh-huh.
So I was literally one of the early kids that grew up with computers and stuff.
I was born in 86, by which point they had actually refined everything and we actually had keyboards and mice.
Yeah, we had mice with 2 buttons and all that jazz. It was ace.
ZX81 was, it didn't even have a keyboard, it was just completely flat.
Yeah, that's right. The ZX81 was probably one of the very first consoles. It was only the Atari 2600, the Vita.
I used to have to go out and buy RAM packs for it to put into the back of it. 16K was the biggest RAM pack that you could get for it at the time.
It reminds me of a quote that does. I think it was Bill Gates. I think it was 164K of memory is more than anybody will ever need. Like your base computer you buy now is 8 gig.
Yeah.
So,
Or 16
The phone
gig if
that-
I'm building it.
The phone that I'm streaming this off now is about 8 gig of RAM.
I think mine's around 8 gig of RAM on my phone. I can't remember.
I
I
think
think that I've got an 8 gigabyte phone. For fuck's sake.
what you've got to remember is that phone you've got there has technology in it that is far past what they used to put man on the moon.
Well, the average calculator is more powerful.
That was what I was going to say. There's more processing power in what I use to watch cats and abuse people on the internet. To the fucking moon.
Yeah.
You're using the internet perfectly there, mate.
That's all perfectly good, viable things to do on the internet. That's what I do 90% of my time.
Oh yeah.
I'll do for the other 20% of the time that I'm using the internet, but I'll leave that to imagination. I have got an HD display.
It gets used properly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you some links after the show.
Oh god, don't trust Tox links.
I don't need any more elephant porn. I've got 32 gigs of storage space. There's plenty of elephant midget porn on there.
Alright,
don't know, you could
fine.
have
If you
this.
don't want any more albino elephant midget porn, then that's fine.
Hey, Tox,
Oh.
do you want to explain the picture, mate?
Yeah, that's a condom full of spaghetti out of a tin.
I didn't even have to search for this. It just come up on Reddit and it was like, I'm saving that.
I found a great picture, but I forgot to save it, and I'm afraid to go back to the website where I found it. So we're not going to do the weekly weird this week, but next week probably weekly weird. We will have the weekly weird where I will try and out weird whatever Fat Boy can find on the internet. And if Fat Boy's not here, I'm sure he will supply me with a picture of whatever his weekly weird is.
Just out of interest, is the microphone picking up the urine causal that's happening going on in the background, or is that quite silent?
I don't know, your mic keeps muting. Every time you're not speaking, it mutes.
That's energy saving for you. See?
He's got a hybrid phone.
Got a phone that's actually useful.
Some hot shit on it.
Yeah. A lot of people got S6s and saying the 8 cores, it's a joke.
Because they think that all 8 cores are full speed cores and they're not. You've got 4 fast cores and 4 slow cores, because you have the slow cores for efficiency, then the 4 cores for like 4K video and gaming and stuff.
Yeah, but this is like a couple of years ago when quad-core processors really hit big. A lot of games would only use 1 or 2 of the cores. They would never use all 4 cores.
A lot of games still don't use more than 2 cores.
Yeah, but it's always advisable to build on a quad core.
I don't even, can you even get anything lower than quad core anymore? Well, yeah, the i3, because that's dual.
The i3 is dual, and the Pentium Anniversary is a dual as well, but it's better than the i3, but half the price.
Yeah, and you can overclock the ass out of them too.
Yeah, because I was looking the other day because I thought that might be a cool little. I just want to overclock the shit out of something just to see what actually happens.
Fire usually.
Yeah, I'm down with fire. So we've talked about computers now for the last probably half an hour.
Yeah.
Right about.
Probably a good time to start talking about something else. What would everybody in chat like to talk about? Anybody got any suggestions?
Yeah,
We're
just justify that this is a vaping show. There you
No,
go.
this isn't a vaping show. That's the
It's a
point.
non-vaping vaping show. We don't talk about vaping.
We don't talk about vaping.
You have to justify the fact that we are a vaping, not a vaping show. So there you go. I've justified it. That's your lot for the next 3 hours.
Also padding for time. I like it.
I'm ordering tea if I can.
Are you ordering tea on your phone? That's the use of a phone, that is.
This is his phone. My phone is currently allowing you to interact with me.
I hope it crashes.
Oh, you're so kind. Come on, chat. You've been talking to one another all night. Give us something to talk about.
Yes, come on, chat.
You've got no chance to phone that music to stream this. What me? This thing kicks my PC into touch.
You need a better PC, mate.
I'm sure somebody in the chat has got some suggestions about what to talk about.
Give us some topics. I'm
Yes.
sure we can.
And if you don't like topics, I'll take a bounty or a Snickers.
Yorkie, please. Or a lion bar.
Ah,
I'm not-
shit, that's where I was going. Iron Bar.
Fucking lion bars, man. Lion bars were the shit. And then they really got small.
The only place you can find a normal-sized lion bar is Home Bargains.
Yeah.
Lion
Because
bars.
the stock... Like, I'm pretty sure the stock's like 10 years old, like, but...
I don't give a shit. It's a lion bar. I want it.
Exactly.
It's rock. Right, I'm serious. Stop dissing the lion bar or they'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
I love the fucking lion bars. Lion bars are the shit, man. Peanut butter, peanuts, wafer, chocolate.
What more can you want?
Black Hack says HP or Daddies.
Your daddies.
HP every day of the week.
HP.
Yeah, definitely. There is no comparison.
HB, because it isn't British, it's made in Belgium now.
Aaron says Twix for the win.
I am a
And
fan
Twix.
of Twix.
I like the Twix because once you've eaten the one, you're kind of like, oh, I kind of would enjoy another. Oh, look, I've got another. But then, again, they've got so small.
Yeah.
The problem is, though, they say, oh, it's only 100 calories. Yeah, for a single Twix, like single finger of Twix, yeah? Who eats just one finger out of a Twix?
I'm just going to segue a minute. Yes, Adam, Ripples do still exist. I actually buy Ripples because they're one of my favourite things that actually uses the Galaxy chocolate. In fact, you can probably get a 4-pack of them for about £1.
Yeah, they do them now too, because I nick them from my parents. Whenever I go around, it's like, oh, you got Ripples? Nab. Just nick the whole multi-pack.
Yes, Black Hack, they did change the recipe for HP, but it's still better than what it was.
I don't know, though. I got some, I thought, oh, you know, I'll try the off-brand Morrison stuff, and it's pretty good, actually. Surprisingly good. Ain't no HP, but it's pretty good.
I'm glad you put that little caveat in there. This is like when somebody tries to present me with a bottle of Worcester sauce that's not actually proper Liam Perrin's Worcester sauce.
Yeah, that's just not on. It's Liam Perrin's a bust with water sauce.
Yeah. Because Worcester sauce is the shit, and every home should have at least 2 bottles.
I still haven't got one.
You don't own a home then, really, do you?
No, not really.
It's just a place to sleep.
Exactly.
But with no Worcester sauce, how would you have Bloody Marys? How would you...
Cheese on toast.
Well, yeah. Cheese
Anything with cheese.
Worcester sauce.
Any sort of pasta sauce.
Yeah, I was going to say, put it in when you're making bolognese. It's so good.
I have pasta in this house.
Cottage pie.
Same problem, Keith. Tony won't eat. Oh, you bastard. Tony won't eat pasta, won't eat rice, won't eat noodles.
Uh-huh.
Saying that though,
It's a Swedish fish at the moment.
No pasta, rice, or noodles. Don't ever eat at my house then.
Seriously, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awkward. I'm having to order a curry. What I really want is a fucking spicy noodle setup. That's what I want.
can't you order both?
I'd be happy. And what I'm trying to work out now is what the fuck I've just ordered to this order. That
Oh dear Lord, what are you doing?
are you using a particular web app that shall remain anonymous but delivers food to your house?
There's actually about 3.
annoys fast food takeaways when they realise what they've signed up to. And what they do is they really encourage you not to use that app to actually order.
Yeah, because they lose money.
Yes, they do. Seems like a good idea, but no.
That's the thing. I'll go on like the website and see, basically just to look at the menu, and then I'll ring them.
I always ring them because usually it turns out I know the person who owns it.
Pizza from, and that's it. I just ring them. I order me special garlic bread and special pizza, calzone, sorry, that I like, just whatever everyone else wants to chow down on. Then life's a good one. But because we went twice from there last week, I went to order. So I went to go through a curry menu, decide what I want. When, to be honest, I don't want a curry. And I've apparently added something to this menu that I can't decide what the fuck it is.
I used to actually have a pizza. I used to have a pizza place around by us. They're not in business anymore because the guys moved away, so they sold the business, and the new people who've got it, they're shit, so they're over ordering from that. And all I used to have to ring up and do is go, "You're right, it's me." Okay, on the way.
I used to have a pizza place that actually served as a Christmas card.
Chinese places do that all the time. Like 3 different Chinese places every year. Great.
But this pizza place was particularly awful, to be fair. I mean, they had a menu for pizzas, and if I remember right, there was over 76 different menus. And they were the pizzas that were available to pre-order. They also allowed you to make your own pizza out of the ingredients. He even did a big breakfast pizza.
All I'm saying is, if a pizza ain't got anchovies on it, it ain't a pizza.
I'm not getting into this argument again.
Oh, you don't like anchovies, do you?
No, I don't. You know this.
Anchovies is shit. You can add them to pasta sauce, you can add them to salads, you can add anchovies to everything.
Just not in my goddamn house.
Alright. When we do the 24-hour streams at yours, I'm going to order an anchovy pizza.
And I'm going to throw you outside with your goddamn pizza too.
That's fine. And don't forget, if you are watching JV Live, you can always log on to Oxymoron Gaming on the YouTube, which, incidentally enough, this video would actually lead you to.
Funny how that works.
It is, isn't it?
We're kind of on a go slow at the moment, but we're kind of we're doing something good in the new year.
In the new
I mean,
year.
I did a video today. That'll do.
Yeah, the new year, because I got a lot of shit coming up.
Hey, Dylan.
I've got a lot of preparation to do.
Hey, Dylan. I've got your mum's phone. I'm just ordering tea. But I'm down in the summer house. Are you on your way home? Alright, we'll see you when you get back. Alright. Right.
So, yeah. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I will be doing a 24-hour live stream of Fallout 4.
Oh, do tell us about that, Ryan.
And anybody is welcome to join me on the old Skype while I'm playing. Or even pop in the house and say hello if you're passing. I'll be the dishevelled one in this corner going, Todd Howard, you're a bastard.
Yeah, pretty much. Why did I think this was a good idea?
Because it's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea. I was going to play it for 24 hours straight anyway. You knew that.
Oh no. Remember though, if you get to 36 hours, we get a Gray's Left Nut.
Yes, we do. 36 hours, and I can happily put a testicle on Fat Boy's mantelpiece. That Gorge is doing the ordering of the foods.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick look at chat.
Well, I scream at Google trying to fix this goddamn microphone.
Ash, I love food. Give me all the food. You're not allowed all the food, Ash. The food
Same
is
reason I'm
mine.
not allowed all the pies.
You gotta watch your blood sugar. You gotta be careful. Life is for the living and the young, and you're not that old yet because you're only a year older than me. Ooh. I got an amen, Ryan, from Chainmaker. I'm not quite sure what that was about.
Does anybody really know?
No, probably not.
Kelly says they've got a summer house too. Kelly, I did send you a link. So if you're not available, yeah, we understand, but we're upset.
We're very upset.
Keith is beside himself, almost in tears.
Yeah. I am.
Paolo, no, we're not talking vape. We don't talk vape on JV Live. We never have talked vape on JV Live. It's never been the thing we've done.
Paolo, you should know these things. JV Live, not a vaping show.
Because it's my show. And I don't want to talk about vape because we have enough shows talking about vaping. And Gord's has brought back the pussy.
Yeah, can I?
I had to look at that. I was like, what the fuck? Oh.
This is our adopted cat. He didn't have a home. And he's not so happy about the summer house, but he apparently adores me. So he's my new friend.
And what's his name?
Predictably enough, he's called Sutter. He's a fucking Sutter.
I was kind of expecting it to be
Well,
called...
Steve, but apparently you can't call a cat Steve if it's already called Sutter.
Well, I would kind of agree, but at the same time, I used to live with a girl who had a cat called Kitty, and she successfully let me call it Boo Boo Kitty Fuck.
See, I would have called it that fucking thing that steals all my goddamn food. That's just me.
The thing is, he is adorable, and he's probably the most friendly cat I've ever encountered. He's very affectionate. He's a very nice cat.
But...
Seriously, fucking sutter. If you get any more cliched if you try. Seriously. Really?
I'm saying nothing, mate.
My last cat was called Banzai because from the moment we had her, she was suicidal.
At the end of the day, we've adopted him. Tony's friends put her husband, and the husband threatens to feed him to a dog pit. And I think it's adorable. And the fact that it's to give it to dog baiters makes you also
I'm just going to skip back to chat for a moment. Sean, firstly, no. Bad Sean.
He's still putting Guild Wars 2, for fuck's sake, stop it.
Let us catch up, man. God
I'm
damn
a
it.
guild lead, can't be higher level than me. I might go log in and boot him out of the guild.
Secondly, the Adam Turner said, my ex had a chihuahua called Betsy. I successfully trained it to answer to Cujo. I think I won that one.
Point of dog training.
And Ash says, Adam, you've been in a relationship? Yes, Adam, you did make a mistake, trust me.
Yeah, it's not worth the money, mate.
I used to love being single. Could drink when I wanted to.
You do that anyway!
Not as much as I used to.
True.
That beer sufficiently cooled good.
I've got 4,500 litres of water outside the doorstep here.
Ah, so your beer tastes of pond.
It's not necessarily what I plan to use the pond for, but until I get fish in it, it's a good use of a lot of water. It maintains temperature.
I'd probably still do it with the fishing, I would.
You probably would, Martin, yeah.
I didn't like knocking a fish out by accident, dropping my beer in. Shit, have I done that?
I'm going to bore you now about law. You now actually have a duty of care to any animal that you choose to take in, which means you have to provide a safe place for them to live.
Alright, don't drop the beer from a great height then.
And a safe environment. Now, what we've discovered is you can go to a garden centre and just buy fish in a bag. I like to, so I have a place in Wigan that's very good, and I've bought them. They won't sell you fish unless you turn up with a sample of your tap water and a sample of water out of the pond. And that is so they can check the pH level of the water in the pond, and they can establish whether it's safe to put fish in. Because that is part of their duty of care, to ensure that fish are not sold into a dangerous environment. Now, I actually respect that. I think that's actually a very good thing. Having gone through a few goldfish when we were kids, who would run on fairs and stuff in a carrier bag, and having looked into it, I can understand all that, and it makes a lot of sense, and I think it is right. Probably adding beer bottles with labels that are glued onto the beer bottles.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you got the problem with, like, even if you do cans as the paint, isn't it?
But at the moment, I'm laying concrete and concreting stones in. So I'm going to have to change the water before I put fish in it anyway, because concrete dramatically raises the alkaline level in the pond. And you will, when you're laying concrete, drop a bit in the pond.
Well, yeah, the dust gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, at the moment, yeah, I can use it as that. But in the future, being a fridge engineer, I will end up with a fridge in there with the base sat in the fridge.
It's the worst one I've seen. I think it's Walmart in America or PetSmart or whatever it is. They're selling fish, and most of the time, you'll go in and the fish is just laying there upside down in the water, dead. And it's like, why are you not feeding your fish? I mean, it's the most simple thing to do.
When an animal dies, its carcass releases various toxins from its body into the water. So when an animal dies, and the rest get done in as well.
Exactly.
Just going back to chat, Sean has said, and by the way, Sean, yet again, stop playing fucking Guild Wars. Thing is, you pay a couple of $100 for a koi, etc. It makes sense. So obviously something that you were talking about while I wasn't here. But that being said, my brother bought a load of koi when they were real tiny. Like they were probably about that big, maybe a little bit smaller, and now they are fucking huge.
And they're worth a fucking fortune now.
Yeah, they're worth a lot of money. He's got Ghost and this, that, and the other. And
if you buy koi and you want big koi in the pond, it could be about 8-inch long. You are talking 160 pounds of fish. If you buy koi that are like the size you put in your goldfish bowl, if you could still buy a goldfish bowl, you're talking about for $5. So
yeah.
my thought is, I'm not going to buy koi because koi are like pedigree dogs. They suffer from a lot of illnesses. They're a pain in the ass to keep right. And I'm not effort. So we're buying other breeds. Koi are basically goldfish. So what I'll be buying is other breeds of fish that are still goldfish. They're still nice. They look pretty and everything. But the mongrels, and mongrels are more harder than koi.
Whatever you do, don't buy a pair of Japanese fighting fish.
Yeah, never buy them in pairs.
No, it's okay to buy them in pairs as long as you get a male and a female.
Yeah, and have fuck all else in.
It'd be easier just to buy sharks.
I don't know. I mean, when I had fighting fish, they were in a tank with other fish, but they didn't really bother the other fish because the other fish were so small compared to them that they're not even a target, if that makes any sense.
For the people that are into fish, what I'm looking at adding is comet, and chibunkins. That's what will be going in. But whether I add them first or put plants in first, plants established, it depends how long it takes me to finish off. I'm hoping to be finished this weekend and next weekend. Add fish and plant life.
I'd add the plant life for a little bit just to let it
oxygenate the water.
Yeah. Well, there's oxygenators in there. They've been in there for a week at least. The waterfall also acts as an oxygenator.
Yeah, you'll be alright with adding fish and plant life then.
So we should be alright. But again, that's a good reason not to add koi, because I do want plant life in the pond as well as the fish, and koi are notoriously plant hungry.
Yeah, they'll rip it apart.
They'll just destroy it, pull it out, cloud the pond out, and everything else. But with the pump and filter that's in it, that shouldn't really be a problem. The pump's oversized and the filter's 3 times as big as it needs to be.
Yeah, that's the thing is, stupid as it sounds, that's what you got to do with ponds. I mean, my old man looks after the pond for me brother's fish, and he's always done the same. The pump and the filters have always been, 2 or 3 times more than what you actually need.
Yeah. That the thing is, if you're buying the stuff initially, 20, 30 quid more to massively upgrade your pump and your filter over what you were going to buy that's just about capable. But the difference, as it was explained to me, is if you buy one that's just about capable, you're going to have to clean it every couple of months.
Yeah, because it's going to lose efficiency.
Massively oversized, you might stretch that out to months or possibly a year before you actually have to clean it. And the filter that I bought, it's buried under a tree. So I didn't want to pump the filter that I had to pump clear of all the debris. On the filter that I bought, you just reverse a valve and that's it. It just pumps all the shit out and it drops off down the garden somewhere.
Like it's just somewhere.
If you do it properly, Gord, what you do is you make sure that dump is actually in the neighbour's garden and not your own. Not that I'm talking from experience or anything here.
Just
I'm just
throw
saying.
the hose over the fence, you know.
That's the one.
To actually be fair, from what I've been reading, what you do is you make sure it dumps onto your prized roses and stuff. Because what it dumps out is some nitrates, which your roses and stuff fucking love. It does your other plant a lot of good because you're pumping out all the shit that's not good for your pond, but it is actually good. It's like dropping manure on your flower beds. So what you really want to do is drop it on your garden to gain the full benefit from the pond.
It's the same as the mother-in-law's on about putting in some raised beds down the side of the garden once they finish building the summer house. And I was like, you're going to want horse muck. And to be honest, horse muck in any garden goes well. Don't matter what you're growing.
I've found one of the best things with the rosebush I've got, what I've been using is, when I've made coffee, like the used beans, rosebush loves them. Don't know why, it just does.
It's because of all the nutrients and stuff that are left in the beans when you...
Anything that's dead plant matter or dead manure actually benefits something else in the life cycle.
Like the nitrates and stuff at the end, it helps.
That's exactly it. It does benefit things. So the best thing you can do with your garden is like when your pondweed gets too much, pull it out, drop it in your compost. Let your compost, and those nutrients and nitrates will soak into the compost and can actually produce extremely good oil.
I mean, that's the most important thing. I mean, I was brought up in a family where we grew a lot of vegetables and stuff, and my dad is always in the garden. But a lot of people don't sort of get that. If you've got a garden, you should always have a compost bin, because there's a lot of stuff you throw away when you're making Sunday lunch that can be put into that compost bin.
Just to start, your grass clippings, your hedge clippings, all that kind of stuff.
And that is some of the best sort of potting compost you can ever make. And it don't take long, a couple of months, and that is really good. Once you've got a full... Even these, you know, these plastic ones you can get.
Yeah, the council supply them if you ask.
Yeah, if you ask nicely, the council will supply you one. Cuts down on what you're chucking out, and also, you know, helps you with growing your stuff.
Edward Black says that, and here we are, all talking about shit.
Pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much what this entire show is. I mean,
JV lawyer actually is. We sit here for however long.
What are we? We're a gardening show. We're a PC show. What else are we?
Last week we were a cooking show.
We've had a bit of cooking this week.
You can give me any subject other than vaping, and we will talk about it at length, unless it's politics or religion.
Porn.
Basically, you watch subject, we'll probably have an opinion on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the brilliant thing about this show. It showcases vapors in a very different light. Rather than just being concerned about these things, we're actually concerned about other things. We're concerned about, our gardens, and, you're building you some house and you're talking about what you want to put in there and stuff like that.
When you think about it, it proves to all the anti-vaping people that we are real people.
Exactly.
We have
Well, I
other
think-
interests.
I think Tok put it best one time when I was talking to him. A lot of when you see vaping being talked about on like some of the big groups, they're pretty much one-dimensional people. All they'll talk about is vaping.
Uh-huh.
Whereas we've always had the thing of, yeah, we vape, but we also do a whole bunch of other crap.
Exactly.
No,
Well, it's introducing people to the idea that every single person that vapes, and people aren't like everyone else. We might be interested, but we have other things in our lives. We have families, we have homes, and we're sort of welcoming you into our homes. That's how I see it.
I think Andy Cross has put it probably the best way. Real people with real lives and real problems.
Yeah.
And then Sean's like, look at my cloud.
Yeah, but I think that's the problem with... Right, and I am going to talk about vaping here for a very short time, and I apologise to everybody now. But that is the problem with vaping media. It is all about how big your cloud is, how powerful your mod is, what batteries you've got, battery safety, for fuck's sake, we all know it by now. If we are sat here on a Friday night watching a show put on by vapors, we know about fucking battery safety. We don't need to hear it 150 million times. We don't need to rerun the fucking news that's been going on about, this person or that person has put this charger in, an e-cig charger into an iPhone charger, and it's blown up. Yeah, of course it's going to fucking blow up, because you don't understand the fucking laws and physics that are involved in it. Basic science says that that's not a good idea. We don't need to be that. We are just people.
In this wants to know about battery safety, message me. Seriously, I'll talk to you about it.
At length.
Oh yeah.
If you think I might want to move from Ego to an 18650 setup or an 350, whatever, message me. I'll do my best to help you out. I'll give you some recommendations. It's not a problem. It's just but we don't need to do it on the show.
George, can you do us a favour? You know your microphone, can you keep it on? Because it's starting to play up with picking up your audio and stuff.
What's it picking up? If need be, I'll put headphones
It's
on.
like going on and off as you're talking.
That I don't know what I can do with, because I'm on a phone and it just picks up what it picks up.
Yeah, because I'm checking my settings, my end, and it keeps coming up that you're muted, but...
Yeah, but like I say, it drops in and out halfway through a conversation.
Give me a minute. I did come prepared.
By the way, Tok, Aaron says, no, please say what you think.
I always say what I think. I am very fucking outspoken, and I will always be very fucking outspoken. The reason that I am outspoken is because I have an opinion, and anybody who has an opinion should have a place to voice it. My opinion is not fact. It's just my opinion, and I will always voice it as such. But what I don't like is the fact that we are constantly treated like idiots by people, because the only people who watch this are hobbyists. If we're hobbyists, then we know this stuff already. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
Exactly. Like all the other stuff, like all the vape shows. Yeah, if you're watching that, you are simply, you know, pretty much battery safety, how to build a coil. You know, generally, you know not to run a .01 coil on a single, you know, ultrafire battery. You know this.
Says the guy with ultrafire wraps on his batteries.
Get fucked. They're hilarious. Not in this one. They're recharged. 2 seconds.
And it's not taking anything away from the other vaping shows. The other vaping shows, I haven't got a problem.
No, I'll work on most of them.
Like I said, seriously, if you're not sure and you're watching this, and at the moment you're using an ego, and you remember just vapes, or whatever else, do feel free to contact me. I will always answer. If you want to know about batteries and stuff like that, I'll answer. If you want to talk about building mods, if I can help you, I'll answer. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
George is the guy I ask.
Well,
You know what I mean?
the right man to talk to you about batteries and battery safety and stuff like that. He is definitely the man to talk to.
We have a non-vaping related question.
Yeah, from Adam by any chance.
Yeah. I'm just moving us away from vaping now.
But I will say one last final thing on the vaping subject. Gord's is not only the person I would talk to if I needed to know about battery safety, he's also going to be the person that I talk to in the new year when I want my very own fucking giggle box.
I got my wiring diagram and everything made, mate.
But yeah, the Tok name comes from a book I was writing about a dwarf called Tok, and the dwarf was based on me because
You're a fucking dwarf.
as a lot of really bad writers do, you know, I'm not J.K. Rowling, so I'm not going to go out there and rip off Star Wars.
Bitchy.
I could do an entire 24 hours on the similarities between Star Wars and Harry Potter, and I'm not going to.
No, don't. You haven't started on the Mountain Dew yet, so we say.
There's always time.
We're not doing a 24-hour stream tonight, mate.
Oh dear. Put it down, Ryan. Put it down.
But yeah, the Tok was the name of the dwarf, and so that was kind of a name I adopted because originally in the internet community I was RY1, which is a name that was given to me that I fucking hated. I hated RY1. I just think it's a shitty name. So I adopted Tok RY1 originally, and then it just became Tok.
Can I ask a carry-on question?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is it with you and dwarves?
Dwarves are the shit. They drink until they forget their problems. Best fighters in all the rounds. Best smiths in all the rounds.
I would just like to interrupt this at this point for a word from our sponsors. If it will pick us up.
Back a bit. Back a bit.
Back a bit. Back a bit. Back a bit.
There we go.
To me, to you, to me, to you. Hang on, I'll just put Gord's on the big screen.
Hang on.
Actually, no, I'll do it properly.
No. Well,
Here's our sponsors. Seriously,
Properly.
I've not bought e-liquid for over 18 months from anywhere. Cracking e-liquid is worth a try. Particularly when he does what he did last weekend, which is very kind of him. He gives you a 20% discount on his premium e-liquid. So, do when you get a chance, try it. Support our local vendors. He's one of the best vendors that you can come across. He cares about the community. He's not in it for a fast buck. And when you order, what you receive is your e-liquid, and you'll have a few guides to affiliate things if you want that sort of thing. But the most important thing he does is he lets you know about the TPD and how you can help try to stop it, or at least try to steer it in a way that will benefit us as vapers. I apologise for bringing vaping to a vaping programme, but seriously, if your local vendor isn't doing everything they can to fight the TPD and let you know about what is going on, find a new vendor, because your vendor is only in it for the money, and they will leave you high and dry.
We'll put it simply, to put it with Kraken Liquid, is I'm with Liquid. I am pretty much like Northern level tight on spending money.
Yeah, fucking right.
But I will still spend money on buying Kraken Liquid.
I'm a Northerner as well. You can't the accent because I speak Queen's English, but I am a Northerner.
I had a box of DIY stuff and I still buy Kraken stuff.
Besides, you're a Southerner compared to me, so fuck you with your Northerner.
Fucking war.
Right, last bit of vape talk. If you haven't already signed it, the petition to the TPD is on the bottom of the website, where it says please sign the Article 20 challenge here, and if you click where it says here, it will take you to the website.
Do it.
But now.
Do it. If you're not signed, just sign. That's nothing. That's 5 minutes of your time.
Look, we're only a small web show, and even we're trying to support this.
Yeah.
Right, let's get back onto the non-vape related shit.
Yeah, let's get back to...
Well, if it pleases everybody, I'd just like to let everybody know that the Colonial has arrived.
What, back to the US?
No, not that Colonial. Different Colonial. I'm
Colonial?
not even bothering with that Colonial. It's not even worth talking about. The mother-in-law's boyfriend has arrived, which means I'm going to get a lecture tomorrow at some point on how New Zealand is greater than the UK and blah blah blah.
Get fucked.
Right, I tell you.
That's Colonial.
Can you go to a show? No. Fuck you.
Oh, my simple answer is: firstly, I'm fucking Welsh. Secondly,
Wait, wait. You're Welsh, so you'll have something in common with him then.
no, because
You just clinging on to another one.
No, sheep shaggers.
I'd just say that.
Wales is the only country in the world that has never been invaded.
Yeah, because nobody goddamn wants it.
Fuck you, you prick.
How the fuck, mate? You fell under England for long enough.
Oh yeah, by choice. Because it paid. And then they shut the coal mines. Thank you very much, manufacturer.
Yes.
So basically, what you're saying is the Welsh are literally prostitutes.
Yeah,
They
pretty
did
much.
it for their money.
At the end of the day, I grew up.
You're doing that thing, Gords, I can't hear you.
Yeah, your microphone's all weird, mate.
Oh,
You see what I mean? It stops halfway through the sentence.
Right, I would just like to interrupt this broadcast to say, fuck you, Google. Fuck you.
I
Okay?
don't know if it's Google or it's just his mic's just weird on his phone.
No, I think it's Google.
I think it must be here. Can you hear me?
It's still breaking up. What the hell?
Exactly.
What's going on?
Um.
Yeah, but nobody else is going off. So I don't think it can be Google.
Alright, 2 seconds. I'm for a whiz anyway.
Weird. Very strange.
That's all I've got to say, balls, because it's never thrown this issue up before.
I have no idea what's going on, Gords. I muted everybody via the control box earlier when I played the intro, which was also muted, so there was no need to fucking mute anybody. I don't know, maybe if I mute you via that and then unmute you?
Try doing that, right? See what happens.
No, it's still doing the same thing.
I don't know, he's not talking.
That's really fucking annoying.
Right, well, while it's streaming in and out, what I'm going to do is run up to the house and get me tea. So you can enjoy me sloppy premium tea.
Okay, man.
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
Me and
So-
Keith will hold the fort, don't worry.
Yes, we'll keep the rabble out, mate. Don't worry, mate.
No worries. It's alright, you got Martin back now. As soon as he puts his headphones on and mutes him.
Well, that's gone and fucked it.
What?
I
What
would
did I
also
do?
like to say this is being broadcast on Oxymoron Gaming on the YouTube, which means that I'm allowed to say the word cunt.
Well, yeah, because I made sure of that ruling.
I was the one who read the T's and C's.
Only because I asked if I could use the word cunt a lot.
Yeah, and I said you can use the word cunt as much as you like. Because I've read the T's and C's.
Well, there you go then. Ah, the tits and cunts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tatty by Andy Cross, it was lovely having you in the audience.
Where's Andy going, is he?
Bye, Andy.
Our little one's playing up, so.
See, I'd use the Simpsons quote. Have you ever thought of sitting down, turning off the TV, and hitting them? Maybe not. Probably not the wisest idea.
The only issue I have is Andy Cross has also said, I'll add you on Facebook, Sean. You can talk me through Guild Wars too.
Oh, shit.
We have a guild.
I know, but the problem is like I say, I'm the guild leader and I'm lower level than him.
No,
Whether or
it's
not that
fine.
happens.
It's fine. Don't worry. We will use him to power level.
Or we'll just use him as a tank.
And Sean says, good idea, because these lot won't to low a level.
Won't to. How drunk are you, Sean? Seriously, mate.
Good idea, yeah. Whatever
Sean,
that.
no, I don't think he's drunk. I just think he's playing Guild Wars 2. I don't think he actually managed to type that properly. I think he actually just swapped windows accidentally and was like doing stuff on Guild Wars.
Probably.
Yeah, because what level are you now, Sean? Like level 60? Level 70?
Probably like. The fact he did like to level 40 in 4 days, man.
In fairness, I played it for, what, about 3 hours, something like that, and I've reached level 11, level 10.
I'll tell you exactly in a sec. I'll just load the game. You know, because I can do this stuff because I've got a pretty decent computer.
Alright.
Yeah, whatever. We've all got decent computers.
Talk hasn't.
No, we haven't. But I can make my computer do things that it should not be allowed to do. Let's be fair, Fatboy. You know this is true. I can make my computer do stuff that just is not feasibly possible.
I will be back in a second.
I don't
No,
the
please
technicality
leave him.
that I can play Phantom Pain on my laptop. On a technicality.
You're streaming it.
Exactly. 12 hours and 50 minutes on this character. Across all characters, 12 hours and 46 minutes.
Who, me? Or...
No, this is mine. Yeah. On this one character, 12 hours and 50 minutes. Across all characters, 12 hours and 46 minutes. That makes no sense. And I've had the game for 16 days.
And Sean's had it for 2.
He's at level 45 now.
Sean, congratulations. You've just
He was
upped
40
yourself-
earlier on.
You've just upped yourself to Guild Tank.
You know what? He's not even a tank. He's just a whole bloody army on his own.
But then again, saying that he's playing a ranger.
Oh, for fuck's sake! He's gonna be squishy as hell.
Yeah, this is like a level 20 fucking wizard in D&D. You just no.
So squishy.
Oh, speaking of which, if you are into Dungeons and or Dragons, on a Monday night, Kraken does stream the There's Always a Tavern. And this Wednesday coming up, there will be an Oxymoron Moron's Gate campaign episode where Rod Halfcock will find out whether he lives or dies.
That completely depends on if I actually turn up next week, doesn't it?
Nope.
You better not murder my character. And you definitely better not murder Robbles, or there will be hell up.
Rubbles will live.
Rod won't though.
Now.
Well, just turn up and find out.
Here's my answer.
Sean says typing in the middle of a battle ain't a good idea.
He's a fucking archer. What's he doing in the battle?
This is why I always played a ranger in World of Warcraft. Well, a hunter. Because you can stand away from everything and you never get hit. If you get hit, there is something going on.
Have any of you played Shadows of Mordor?
I was contemplating it, but then Bethesda had their conference and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not playing anything else until Fallout comes out.
I played maybe the first bit, and then it felt to me like an Assassin's Creed type game, so I was like, no, and give up with it.
It is quite an awesome
Dirty
game.
by Black Hack.
Bye bye, guy.
You should play a bit more of it, Martin. It is quite awesome, actually.
But I've got
Except-
Metal Gear.
Except the ending of Shadow of Mordor, which is the weakest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I've heard some.
It's quite good.
I'm gonna maybe Talk will understand, but I know I'm pissed off about this. Supposedly, there's a bunch of story missing from the new Metal Gear. It basically explains from the end of this and how some of the characters come about in one.
Firstly,
like, actually filling in the story properly, if you know what I mean.
Firstly, fuck you, Konami. Secondly, fuck you, Konami.
They were on about giving it to people who bought a collector's edition. And it's like, but this is meant to be in the fucking game.
3 words.
So they cut it completely.
3 words.
Fuck you, Konami.
Hideo fucking Kojima.
It's not his fault, it's Konami being fucking
If he
twitting.
was still with Konami, this would never have flown. He would have been like, no, that's part of the fucking game, that's what's going in. And those would have been his words, only in Japanese.
I just can't wait till he's got his... Like, obviously he's still got his studio and that, so I can't wait till the next game he pulls out of his ass.
It upsets me a lot with games when they add this stuff that's vital to the story as DLC.
Well, I don't think it's DLC, it's just they were running about putting it in the collector's edition, all of this stuff.
It'll be
And then
DLC.
They didn't do it in the end, because, let's be honest, Konami has had literally a shitstorm of like PR for the last couple of years.
Yeah, because they fucking came out and said, oh, we're going to focus on gaming mobile.
They're not even doing that. They're going into the gambling market because Japan's on about legalizing gambling properly. So they're making, you know, the pachinko machines and stuff. That's what they're focusing on.
Aaron says, so technically who owns the rights to Metal Gear? That's Konami.
Konami have Metal Gear, but obviously Kojima, he'll just call it something else. Actually, we might see another Zone of the Enders, though. Fucking love Zone of the Enders.
I'm still not happy about the whole situation.
I'm not happy about it. I technically didn't buy the game, and my parents buy it for me.
Alright, don't get me wrong, like, a lot of people rag on Bethesda for the horse armor incident, and I'll make
It was
jokes
years
about
ago,
it,
let's be honest.
but at that point on consoles there was no DLC. That was one of the first bits of DLC, so they didn't know how to market it or how to price it. And alright, it was like £7 for horse armor. But on April Fool's this year, they did up the price again to £7.
Yeah. I remember seeing that and I pissed myself.
So you know they've done shit wrong.
You know somebody bought it at that price as well, though.
I didn't. I just want to point this now. I didn't. But if we ever talk to Todd Howard, I did. All right.
You'd do anything for that man.
Todd Howard is a lot like Peter Molyneux, except a lot of what Todd Howard actually says actually fucking happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking Molyneux. What the fuck was his problem?
I don't know. It's one of those funny things. I mean, I think the gaming industry has gone through such a shift in the last 10 years.
Such a shift in the last year or so. Because last year there was nothing but shite coming out, and this year it's on par for a good year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, let's not go that far. We've had like a handful of decent titles.
Yeah, but what do we have last year? Fuck all.
There's still some decent games to come out yet.
Oh yeah, you got Fallout 4 coming out. I think some other stuff. I can't remember bloody what.
No. There's only Fallout 4 coming out this year. That's it. Nothing else is being released. Fuck it. Have I mentioned I'm doing a 24-hour live stream about 4?
No, tell us about that, right?
You're learning, Keith. You're learning.
What is this 24-hour stream you speak of, sir?
It'll be on the Twitch. Oxymoron Gaming 1, because apparently some fucking idiot has already got Oxymoron Gaming.
Really?
Yeah, we're kind of mad about that actually.
I'm really mad about that, especially considering they haven't used it for nearly 2 years.
The fact that I own the domain name.
You thought of Oxymoron Gaming?
That'll be me.
Yeah, but
I kind of had the domain name before I had the people sorted. Well, not the domain name, but I had the name sorted.
obviously somebody else thought of it as well.
Yeah, but they're an idiot. Who would ever think that Oxymoron Gaming would be a thing? God.
Well, exactly.
But we have the domain name.
So by legal rights, actually, we can take that Twitch account from them.
Yes.
I might get onto Twitch about that actually.
I would.
What with that?
Well, they're infringing on our intellectual property.
And I've got paperwork dating back to 2007.
Yeah, if you write the date in the corner and a forged date, yeah. Aaron has a good point. Star Wars Battlefront. I'd like to play it, but I'm not giving EA any more of my goddamn money for broken games.
I won't buy in.
One of my all-time favorite games. I do love it. But the very idea at this point in time of buying a console purely to play a game when I've got a family to support, no. I have far bigger priorities in my life than playing games.
Well, the thing is, good, just like me, I don't buy new games very often. There are very few games that I will buy actually on launch. Batman Arkham Knight was one of them. I brought it on Xbox One, so I actually got to play the game.
That's a good point.
And I will be perfectly honest in my review of the game where I say it is utter fucking tripe.
The patch for PC come out today for that. The fact that they took it off sale within a week of it coming out on PC says everything.
These two games have been brilliant.
It's because the PC version was developed by a third party, which you should never do.
Any games developers watching this, which you're probably not unless you are Todd Howard and I've been pitching this shit out of you on Twitter. Because that's about to happen.
Oh yeah, we're going to bombard that man with tweets.
Yeah, don't ever do that. People can bitch and moan about Bethesda all they want, but at least Bethesda try and fix stuff, and if they don't, at least there's a community there that will.
Oh, pardon me, Christ. And that's the
Aaron
worst
says,
time to
I will buy maybe 2 games a year, and only if they really grab me. I learned also never to buy based on the trailer. I learned the hard way with Destiny.
Oh, you poor Destiny, you poor man.
Never played, no.
You think WoW is a grind fest? Destiny makes WoW look like Fisher Price games.
Yeah, but then with WoW, with Destiny, once you reach max level, that's pretty much fucking it. There's nothing you can do.
Grind for legendaries or whatever the hell they call them.
To get excited about was Assassin's. That's how long it is since I've really been into games.
I only got Assassin's Creed then.
And to be fair, I actually did enjoy Assassin's Creed 2. I won't complain about it. But Assassin's Creed 2 really is free. All the DLC stuff that's going on now. What you bought was a pretty much complete game. And that was on the Xbox. So it was, you bought a DVD, you played it, and it was all there.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed 2 was probably the best last Assassin's Creed. Other than maybe 4, but then I kind of just like the ship combat in that.
We still need to play, whatchamacallit? Talking about it.
Assassin's Creed 3 and 4. But I had kids after Assassin's Creed 2, and basically when you got 1 or 2 toddlers running around, it goes out the fucking window.
Well, the good thing is, I mean, you can pick up Assassin's Creed 4 now for
pennies.
Yeah, a couple of quid maybe.
Exactly.
I mean, I actually got it on the Xbox One in the Games for Gold thing, and the Games for Gold has actually treated me alright. It's not a bad little program. Sean says Black Flag is awesome. Black Flag is awesome, but only because of the ship combat. The fucking stealth missions when you're in a ship are a pain in the ass.
The only games that do stealth well, in my opinion, are the Metal Gear games, because they're built around it.
See, I never ever got into any of the Metal Gear Solid games, so the new Metal Gear Solid game, don't care.
With Metal Gear, you have to pretty much, like with pretty much any Metal Gear game, you have to set aside about 40 hours for it. They are very long games.
I used to enjoy the old Splinter Cell games.
I like the original, yeah, don't get me wrong, good games.
Yeah, until they moved on to the new generation and they got really sort of
shit.
Very shit.
I think Go on, Gord.
Oh, alright. I was going to say, for me, I played Tenchu, which came out before Metal Gear Solid came out, and it's a stealth
yeah.
And I played that and had a bit of Metal Gear Solid, and it's just in Metal Gear Solid, it bored me. Tenchu I liked because it was like something different, but Metal Gear Solid was just running on the coattails of that. So
Metal Gear Solid. The thing is with Metal Gear Solid is it's massively story based, and like I say, there's a lot of cutscenes, and it takes a lot of time to play. If you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is with Metal Gear is I actually started playing it a long time before a lot of people played it on the PlayStation, because I actually played the original Metal Gear when it was on the NES.
Mm-hmm.
Originated.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I played Metal Gear before it was cool. You hipster motherfucker.
No, because it was cool back then to play Metal Gear. It was a brilliant game. And the reason we actually have the stealth mechanic is because Hideo Kojima wanted it originally to be just a normal run and gun shooter, but the MSX2, I want to say MSX2,
I think it was the original MSX actually.
couldn't actually handle that many bullets and stuff on screen at any one time, so he made it into a stealth shooter. And it completely and utterly changed the face of the gaming industry. It was the first stealth game that ever really originated.
You were correct though, Talk. MSX2.
Yeah.
Man,
Damn
they've had a
right.
lot of Metal Gear games since
There have been
1987.
a lot.
Yeah.
But they are good
I mean,
games.
that's the timeline, sorry. The original Metal Gear.
I would,
Yeah, 1987.
I would say though, having played the original on NES and on an MSX2 emulator, I would advise the MSX2.
It was built for that, that's why.
Yeah.
but at that time, you didn't get cross-console gaming. If you,
Oh no, everything was exclusive, wasn't it?
if you wanted to play Mega Man, you had a NES. If you wanted to play Sonic, you had a Master System. Then as it moved on, you had a Super Nintendo or you had a Mega Drive. And you bought your console based on what you wanted to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which in this day and age of how expensive consoles and computer gaming is, no, can't do that anymore.
at the end of the day, it's one of those. At that time, you basically had Sega and Konami and a couple of other manufacturers making consoles. That was it.
But at the
Now
same
you get houses all over the shop. So for them to get a good slice of the pie, the games have to be cross-platform compatible. You can't make a game purely for PlayStation or
You can, but
desktop.
a lot of the time the single system consoles are terrible.
There are
saying
some games that are exclusive to certain consoles.
yeah, and I'll just go, and this is not from an Xbox fanboy point of view, this is just from a general gaming fan point of view. A lot of the exclusives for Sony with the PlayStation are story-based games. They're not.
One of the main PlayStation games is Gran Turismo. Not really story based, mate.
Yeah, but what I'm on about is I'm on about stuff like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
That
And then
they-
Xbox, it's shooters, mate. Into it.
As well, is story based.
I mean, the big thing with the PS3 was, oh yeah, we get Killzone 2. But none of you fuckers wanted to know about Killzone when that was out. So why is it a big thing?
No one give a shit about Killzone 2 anyway.
I know, but that was the big sort of exclusive title. Exclusivity actually pays a lot more than being cross-platform for a lot of developers.
Yeah, because say you making a game solely for like a Sony console, Sony will literally pad your ass with money.
Same with Microsoft. Same. Well, Microsoft would rather you develop it for PC and Xbox.
Well, Microsoft, their gaming division yet again, before E3, before a bunch of different things, they keep saying, we're going to focus more on PC gaming. Guess what? They did jack shit yet again. When they get exclusives, they go to the consoles. They don't bother publishing for Windows anymore.
Yeah, but seriously, you're talking about a massive corporation. We only need to go back to what we're here for anyway, namely vaping. How massive corporations make exciting devices. They make devices that work for people, that do what it says we're meant to do, namely get people away from smoking, but that's about an ego development. It's the same thing.
I'd say, but dude's got a point. And yes, Adam, Uncharted, of course, is on the PlayStation exclusively. However, it's not a game series I ever wanted to play, because if I wanted to play Tomb Raider with a bloke, I would just find a decent Indiana Jones game, which does not exist.
No. I've been forced to play Indiana Jones on the Wii because my kids like Indiana Jones on the Wii. And if you've ever played that, make sure you don't have any pet cats, because you will want to kill them. I can say that. I had to kick the cats out of the house for 2 days to calm them down afterwards. It's fucking frustrating.
I have played Uncharted and the second one, I think. It's not a bad game really, but it's no Tomb Raider.
Right, I should.
To be honest, Keith, I mean, it's not even the fanboy in me that doesn't want to play it. It's just because the game doesn't interest me. Tomb Raider was okay, and then when they started getting more and more elaborate with Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider 4, it just started to grate on me. The first two Tomb Raiders were probably the best Tomb Raiders that they ever made.
Oh yeah, I had the new Tomb Raider come with my graphics card. Got it for free. Still wanted my fucking money back because it was boring as shit. It's like, oh, woe is me, I'm stuck in a fucking forest. Nobody cares. And then you shoot a helpless deer straight in the face with a bow and arrow.
I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe it's just that I don't want to play those sort of games. But I'd rather play a Fable game than play Uncharted. I've played them, and I'm just not that interested in them.
Fable, I did enjoy the Fable games, actually.
Fable games are brilliant until they released... Fable 3 was okay. It wasn't that great, but it had some really good voice cast. So it was okay. And then, I don't know, it sort of dropped off, and then they did Fable, I don't know what it was, but it was with Kinect, and nobody's got time for fucking Kinect.
Oh.
Oh yeah, too right.
It's just a method of farming your personal details. I've been managing to have these fuges because I've been to get my tea and that. Do you know what's really annoying about the game industry? They create all these massive games, intros and trailers, and the games look fantastic, and 9 times out of 10 they're utter shite. To me, one of the most fantastic series of games, the ones that I keep coming back to and playing, I will dedicate time to and really enjoy playing, the Lego games.
Yes. Any day of the week, if someone says, oh, do you want to play one of the Lego games, I'll play.
Started off with Lego Star Wars, it's gone through most of the huge films. Now I'm not keeping track of them, but I played them because my toddlers play them, and they think it's great being able to play a game with Dad. So we'll be playing through Lego Heroes, there's Lego Batman, there's Lego Star Wars,
Dude,
Cross-platform compatibility. You can pick up any platform you want for like what 20, 30 quid now for a Wii or a fucking Xbox, and you can still pick up those games and play them and have a really, really enjoyable evening. It's a fucking long time by the time you've got through them all. Typical games, but what they have built into them is fun and enjoyment. It stretches between kids and adults. To me,
it's like with all the Lego games, they have that with all Lego that kids can enjoy, adults can as well, and they managed to do that with the games. And I've heard that they're on about making a Lego Portal game next year, and I'm like, I am so buying that.
thing is as well, I mean, like I said to Fatboy, what, Wednesday night? The only reason I actually have a second controller for the Xbox One, bearing in mind I usually just play games on my own, is because Ree wanted to play Lego Lord of the Rings with me.
yeah.
So, they are brilliant games.
They're so well thought out. It's like Pixar. Something as an adult and properly enjoy it. You're not like this. But you can watch a Pixar film as a kid and enjoy it as a child as well. And the Lego games capture that cross-age thing where they can connect children, and it's incredibly clever. But I do think it's
Yeah. Moving on, reading the chat. We've got some boobs, titties, fun bags, and chesticles. Fable 3 was good, just too short. Ooh,
It
there's
must be added that you added chesticles.
Yes, I will admit. And titties. But there's a good point there, Unreal Tournament.
Uh-huh.
Now there's some good times.
Good times as long as you don't like your friends.
I hate the lot of you.
I think now is a good time to mention that we actually do have a JV group on the old Steam.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, that never gets used.
No, it doesn't. Not at the moment, anyway.
I need something I can get Steam. I can join that.
You only need to run TF2, it's alright.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure my 2-slice toaster runs that thing, and it's only a 2-slicer.
Takes him about a week to load up a map, but yeah.
I'm not prepared to get into Steam until I get myself set up. There's no point having it until I can come down here and play. So this is what I was saying earlier. There's a dilemma, like, do I just get a box, or do I actually buy a mini PC that can do shit? So it's on a postcard. Do feel free to comment on that if you have any opinions.
Personally, I would just build a box that is capable of doing more than you
Everything.
want it to.
Yeah, I'd say a mini PC probably would.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. For what I want, I think maybe a mini PC is the way forwards, because Windows OS, and I need to build from there, and then it's like, well, do you buy a box, or do you build something that you can expand? And
I always say build. Build, don't buy.
Yeah, build probably.
Well, yeah, but the last time I built something, 386s were popular.
Yeah,
Give me a shout when it comes to it.
To be honest, that was a thought about you and Ryan. once I've got the cash set.
Ask me, because I'm helping Ryan build his, pretty much.
He says that, but I've kind of built mine on my own. But yeah,
Technically, no. You're technically buying a pre-built. Let's be honest.
I'm not now.
Oh, you changed your mind. Fucking finally.
I just need to double check that everything will work with everything, and I'll be alright.
Yeah, because me and you have the most, common setups. Because yeah. The amount of stupid shit we have to do.
My current situation with the PC is I plugged it into the internet and I can't to the internet because I was that old that they won't recognise the new internet protocol. So I actually need to take my PC down to my brother's just to get the drivers and put them on the current PC, and then I can connect to the internet. Probably have to spend about a week updating the fucking thing. That's how long I've been not involved with computers. Because I got a phone on 3, and you can do fucking everything that most people need to do on a mobile phone.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying to you guys on a mobile. It's limited. I can't see chat and stuff like that. But if I need to order porn on the internet, I can do it on my phone. If I want to buy something off eBay, I can do it on my phone. If I want to buy something off Amazon, and it's probably so long. That's been my situation.
Right, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark, so I think it's about time we said our goodbyes and leave these good people to their own rest.
We'll let them, masturbate in peace.
Alright.
So we will do our goodbyes. I will start with Gords. Gords, would you like to say goodbye to the good people that have actually stuck with us and followed?
No, seriously. Thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed what you've had to endure. Not by any to sit here and listen to me waffle. But seriously, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you'll tune in next week.
Keith,
Yes.
would you like to say your goodbyes?
Goodbye, pupils. Thank you for tuning in this evening. Thank you for following the elaborate link that I put into the 2 groups earlier on. Nothing that I put in the links actually happened, obviously, but apologies for that. And we will see you same time, same place, probably next week or the week after, whenever. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Fat Boy, would you like to say your goodbyes?
Well, yeah.
And keep it clean.
Oh, get fucked. That's never gonna happen.
Fuck you.
I'd like to thank you all for watching, all 7, 8 of you that are still here, and I'm pretty sure like 4 of them are us.
Probably.
So, goodbye to the people who actually stayed and put up with all this shit. Remember, like, subscribe, Oxymoron Gaming. Talk's doing a 24-hour stream. Check the Twitch link I put in there. There you go. Over to you, Top.
It's funny you should mention doing a 24-hour stream. I wasn't going to mention it tonight at all.
24-hour stream, Tom. What's that all about?
So on November the 10th, when Fallout 4 releases, I will be doing a 24-hour stream.
Really?
Now, I'm not starting at stupid o'clock in the morning because every fucker will be starting at stupid o'clock in the morning. They'll probably go through till about 6 o'clock at night. So, I will be starting at a reasonable hour of the evening after you've all had your tea and are all settling down for the evening, and I'll be starting my 24-hour stream. It would be very, very nice if somebody would join me on Skype. If not, Martin's going to have to do it, and he's going to have to complain at me for a week afterwards that I made him sit on Skype with me for 24 hours.
Yeah. Don't fucking remind me. I'm already hating the idea.
It's a brilliant idea. Say again, Gord.
I said hello, unlimited internet access.
The problem I've got, it's not the Skype, it's I've got to sit there wielding a banhammer for 24 hours. Like for the Twitch chat.
You love it.
I really can't be.
I'd offer to do it, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that 4th of November isn't going to be the middle of the weekend, and my family isn't going to forgive me for abandoning them for 24 hours.
The 10th of November is a Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll be, unfortunately, working that period. I'll try and see what's going on. I'll have to see what this Twitch business is all about.
You should watch. It's going to be fun.
Remember, talk around the 18-hour mark, you get dark.
Is that it? About the 18-hour mark?
Yeah.
I would imagine about the 2-hour hour mark, it's going to start getting dark.
I don't mean literally.
It's when you've been bumping into a wall for like an hour that it's probably going to go dark, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's going to be good fun. Whatever happens, it's going to be good fun. So yes, thank you for joining us. Gordge, thank you for joining us. Keith, thank you for joining us on the panel. And Fat Boy, thank you for actually turning up for something that I've arranged.
Thank you for having us.
So,
Be here to pull the shit out of people next week.
and it stands, if you do need help with battery safety, Gordge will help you. Just message him on the old Facebook and we'll sort that out. So, everybody, start waving because I'm about to press that big red button.
Right. Night, everyone. See you later.
Chatty bye. Thank you for joining.
Bye.